Round 1. DJ Dance versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Time right. It's almost time, baby. You ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Now, make sure y'all hitting the thumbs up. Make sure y'all comment and let us know where y'all tuning in from. The show Get 'Em to the Metaverse is about to start. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Come on, make some noise. Put some fire emojis in the comment section. It's about to be insane. It's about to be insane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. It's called Get 'Em to the Metaverse.
We gotta get 'em to the Metaverse.
That's joy.
Hey y'all.
It's me.
Jay Dunn.
It's me right here.
Hey.
It's called Get 'Em to the Metaverse.
We gotta get 'em
to the Metaverse. Let's go.
Woo!
Hold up. Hey, hold up. Hey, first of all, how you feeling, Joy Ray?
Hey everybody, and welcome to the first episode of 2025 of Get 'Em to the Metaverse. Oh my gosh, we made it. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh my gosh. But before we get into all of the good stuff, Jay Dunn, you gotta tell the people how you feeling.
Listen, I'm feeling like I'm chilling, but I'm grilling because I'm grinning. Look it, because I'm grilling, yeah. Because we about to talk about 2025 and this. I'ma go take a dive. I don't know. Listen, y'all know what y'all just tuned into. This is Get 'Em to the Metaverse, where our mission is to help to make the extraordinary metaverse an ordinary part of life. This is the most littiest metaverse podcast with the most littiest host, with the gorgeous, amazing, beautiful Joy Ray.
Aw,
and your boy, the handsome Jay.
The handsome Jay Dunn.
I had to steal it, because you say I'm handsome every week. So I'm starting to feel it a little bit. Listen, Joy, it has been one crazy 2025. It's been a crazy time. How has your 2025 been going on for you? What's been going on?
It started incredible because we welcomed in my nephew. He was born a couple days ago. And so I'm super excited about that. But we have so much news that's happening in the XR space. It's just as exciting.
Yes, it is so exciting. In fact, we gotta cut the intro show. We gotta cut the intro because we gotta get into this week's breaking news. You ready to get into that, Joy?
Let's get it.
All right, let's do it right now. So, breaking literally, okay, I'm gonna have to hit the DJ horns one more time. Literal breaking news today. Luna, who is a very famous Twitter influencer, social media influencer, who has been showing a lot about what's been happening in the XR space, has broke some news on something quite incredible. You even see, if you're eagle-eyed, a comment from me saying sounds amazing. Luna just dropped some news about supposed Horizon OS headset. Now, Joy, we broke the news the day Mark Zuckerberg got in front of his camera and began to talk about Horizon OS. We were not warned about this, and we went live like at 9 o'clock in the morning. We were knocking crust out our eyes. I remember that because we were just running around frantic, like, we got to talk about it. So, let's talk about what Luna shared. Said details on an upcoming Asus ROG VR headset running Meta Horizon OS. It is codenamed Taurus and will likely be one of the first 3P, which third-party Horizon OS head-mounted displays to ship. It's planned to include, Joy, eye tracking and face tracking, which you know that excites us. The displays will be QD LCD with local dimming, like OLED. Now, all right, Joy. So we got to, because the next thing we're going to talk about after this kind of connects to why we're excited about eye tracking and face tracking. But I got to hear your thoughts. Are you ready for another Horizon OS headset, Joy?
Yes, I am. Now we got to clear it up for the people because it's not a Meta headset.
Correct.
It is the OS of Meta.
Correct.
So we have to make sure we get that thing. We understand that. But yes, oh my gosh, another headset is coming into the market. Like, here we go. More competition. It means more innovation. It means just more for the space. So I'm excited about it.
Listen, I'm excited about it as well because now we've been talking about Horizon OS. Like I said, we broke the news that day and we haven't heard literally nothing else since, Joy. It's literally been dead air from that side because, of course, they were getting ready for the Quest 3S. They were doing some things on their side. So now Horizon OS being more mature, they're licensing that out. They're giving it out to other companies, Asus being one of those companies, to showcase what they can possibly do. And I'm excited to see what they can bring. Now, eye tracking and face tracking hits us in the heart hard because we wish the Quest 3 had it. We wish that devices like the Quest 3 with the power that it had eye tracking and face tracking as well, because we love the integration of social interaction. It's just
it just brings your avatar to life. It really does.
It really does bring it to life. And so here's hoping that this leak is not something that's going to be a year from now, that hopefully this is kind of like, the engine's getting started. Maybe we'll get like an official announcement. It's in a few weeks. I would love to hear that. And Asus, if you're listening, we would love to partner with you to get this device in our hand as well. Since this is not a Meta Quest device, this is like a whole nother type of company situation. So we're really excited to see where they take this next. And like I said, this really leans into our next topic, Joy, and it's a little sad. Now, what I'm going to use for the picture for this story doesn't look as sad. I want you to look at this guy, Joy. Do you see how happy he looks? Do you see how happy this guy looks? This was back in 2022, October of 2022, where I got a chance to fly out and to go to Austin, Texas to check out the Quest Pro early with the team at Immerse. And this thing was just... I was so happy because we had been hearing so many rumors about it. Finally having a device with color pass-through. Finally having a device that was more open and air flowing. Better controllers. This thing was supposed to change the world. $1,500. You bet every dollar that was going to be worth it. Right, Joy? Right? Right, Joy?
I remember that day. I remember when we went and bought the headset.
Yes.
It was revolutionary because, again, we were coming from Quest 2 and it had the color pass through and it was so exciting. It just moved, everything was just fluid and it just looked gorgeous. I remember that with the facial tracking, it was just revolutionary. So Quest Pro, it was great. But your news?
The news, Joy's like just waiting for it. The news is that it's dead. It's over. It's kaput. It's finished. You set this up for me, and I'm like, it's sad news, Joy. So yes, officially, now. The Quest Pro is discontinued, so there's no longer being sold in stores, no longer going to be sold online, no longer going to be pushed by Meta. That doesn't mean that updates won't still continue to happen. I believe after a device has been discontinued from Meta, I think they still promise to update it up to a year or so after the fact. So still going to get updates, still going to get some features, maybe not going to get the bleeding edge of features that's coming to Quest 3 and Quest 3S, but for sure going to be, continue to get those bug fixes and things like that. So it's sad because we don't have a replacement yet. Shout out to Asus again for eye tracking and face tracking. So here's hoping that maybe the reason why they're discontinuing it is because there's another device on the horizon, pun intended, because that's what we use Quest Pro for the most. Horizon. So we really would love to see that to come back. But man, it's a sad day, Joy. I really, we talking about tonight the XR Renaissance, and we said we weren't going to hold it to the end of the show. We want to use everything today is really to show you there's the XR Renaissance. And it's sad because as things begin to peak and renewed interest happens, some things have to die. And I understand this particular device was a little bit underpowered. It was a dev kit. It was a starting point. Shout out to Vision Pro.
But this is the thing. I think that Vision, I'm saying, you got me saying Vision Pro, Lord Jesus, that Quest Pro walked so Quest 3 could run. I really think.
Come on.
I think that was just a setup for getting Quest 3 to be what it is today.
Absolutely. It allowed developers to get prepared for the mixed reality revolution. Mixed reality is such a profound thing. We try to explain this when we got my mom into the headset. We were so excited because VR is one thing to show them Horizon, but having her run around her home shooting little baby aliens, trying to capture them, it was
in just first steps.
Yeah, in first encounters.
First encounters.
Yeah, the newer one, and having that experience, it was like, wow, like she really found out that this technology is magical. And so absolutely, Quest Pro was the beginning of that, and now Quest 3 is just taking it even further. So excited to see where we continue from there. And I guess we'll stay posted. We'll keep letting you guys know. The last day we get an update to the Quest Pro, we may have to do a video where we have a funeral for it and box it up.
Oh my gosh!
It was a blessing to us. It was a blessing to us. So
it has been.
It has been. And speaking of blessings, I just held the headset up. So the Vision Pro. Let's talk about it. We actually let's also mention, if you haven't already checked out, our Spatial Aware podcast just came back, and we got a chance to talk to Joy cueing the good claps. We gotta cue the good claps. We just had a chance to talk to Johan from Resolution Games, which was an incredible interview. Just 30 minutes. Go check it out. Where they're talking about their new experience in their new game, Gear and Goo. This is not a sponsored segment. The only reason why we're bringing this up on this particular show is because this game is enough proof to us that developers with the right amount of time, the right amount of energy, and the right amount of finances as well, because let's be honest, it takes money to build these types of experiences, can build some pretty magical and incredible things on the Vision Pro platform. Joy, we got a chance to play this a little bit earlier, and the excitement here, the news here is that we just feel Apple Vision Pro is beginning to truly starting to shine a little bit, right?
Yes, so they have come out with Apple Arcade. It had unwrapped some games for the holiday season, and through their Apple Arcade, they had some games come out, and they said like over 250 plus games came out, and you can play it between Apple Vision Pro and then Mac and Apple TV, like all this stuff that you can play on all these different devices. But it is super exciting that it can be also added on Apple Vision Pro as well.
Correct. So
So
yeah, I love that you gave some people some background to what Apple Arcade is, because Apple Arcade really started on iOS on phones and tablets, and now what they use to fund games for Vision Pro, most of the bigger titles like Game Room, which came from Resolution Games, and a few others actually were funded by Apple Arcade. So what Apple does is they release a few games that's cross-platform, so you can play it on iPhone, like Joy said, Mac, etc. But then there's some exclusive titles that you can only play on Vision Pro. Gears and
mhm.
Goo is one of those titles where you can play it
Yes.
exclusively on the Vision Pro. And like I said, it really shows where the right around amount of time you can do it. Now, I will say this: me and Joy get on the Vision Pro all the time, trying to check out what's
What's
happening, what's
new?
new, and
Yeah.
it's not always a lot. But I will tell you, some of the applications we have been downloading lately, some of the immersive experiences we have been checking out, it's starting to heat up over there, y'all. So
Oh
if
yeah,
this
there's
is
there's no dust on it.
yeah, look, I love
Check
that,
it
Joy. Like literally, we use them.
There's
You see,
no dust.
it's prepared. It was prepared to come on screen just now, right?
Yeah.
Like we're using them. The excitement here is that maybe this is the dev kit for what's coming next, and
Maybe so.
just like Quest Pro was for the Quest 3, maybe this Vision Pro is for Vision, another device, a lighter device, a cheaper device, where it's going to just skyrocket with developer support. So here's hoping that we're going to see more of that coming soon. So that, of course, is the Apple Vision Pro side of things. Now, listen, we talk a lot about Meta. We love Meta over here. We talk a lot about Vision Pro. Shout out to Apple. Now we got to talk about a new company. Maybe we're going to be talking a lot more as this XR renaissance happens. We want to bring up Sony. Now, that's not a company that me and Joy talk about a lot, because the last time we talked about Sony was PlayStation 5, and there's the laugh. Why was it a laugh, Joy? Why is there an automatic laugh when I bring up PlayStation VR 2? However, uh
There's no
Sony
need.
Sony has broke some news at CES. Now, literally, we gotta go back a little bit, Joy. We gotta go to CES 2024. In the very beginning, they actually announced that they were working on some type of mixed reality device, and then we got to
Mhm.
see it at
The
AWE.
AWE
But there,
2024.
yeah, but there was no name. We had
Yeah,
no
they didn't name
name,
it.
and they didn't have no platform. It was just a spatial mixed reality device with some really cool controllers. Well, we now have a name for the platform, for what they're calling this brand of technology. What is that name, Joy?
It is Zen.
That's right.
XYN.
That's right. And so they're showed off. Now, this is breaking news once again. They showed this off on a CES floor on their Sony keynote. And then later on throughout the week, they started to break a little bit more news, Joy, about what they're doing for their enterprise side and the consumer side. So what are they doing on the enterprise side for Zen?
So let's, we always start off with a price. The enterprise price
Hold on. I
is
gotta get some drum rolls. Can I get some? Do I have any drum rolls? I don't think I have any drum rolls. Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
okay. Well,
Go ahead.
it is, first of all, it's launching sometime in February 2025,
Okay.
and it's priced at $4,750. Now,
So
again, this is the enterprise business side of it, not
let's try that one
the
more time, Joe. Can you say that one more time? What the price was?
$4,750. Yeah. Is your company willing to invest that much for this particular device?
Here's
Hmm.
okay. So let's go there for a second. I know when we stick enterprise on top of things, the price goes up, because
Yes.
what enterprise allows, even with Vision Pro and other devices, it allows you to have certain access to the APIs, camera access, that normally is not going to be there for consumers. So you're getting more out of the device than what a consumer is going to do. And of course, you're using this for licensing. You're using this to build $1 million products. You're using this to on your manufacturing floor. You're using this in business meetings,
Industrial.
industrial things. So
Yeah.
absolutely, there's going to be a premium price tag.
Yes.
However, I'm really curious, and Sony, we are not questioning it. We're really curious of the pricing structure for this. From what we've seen, maybe there's going to be a different suite of applications and things that's coming for the platform. We're excited to see what they do with the consumer facing one. Hopefully, the pricing is not I don't think Vision Pro pricing is the pricing we need to be going for devices. That's coming from
Yeah.
people we say that almost every show who bought them. This we really believe for this to happen, for change to happen, for the metaverse to come to fruition, we have to see devices sub $1,000 that's doing some of these things. Otherwise, it's going to be priced out of most creatives. They're literally targeting Joy creatives.
Oh
how
well.
look, now with the enterprise side,
Yep.
now with the enterprise app, the one
Okay.
that we have not seen yet, the one that they just kind of started talking about, consumer facing. But as
Yeah,
far as
they
just,
haven't put a price range out for that
yeah,
one. But
yeah,
as far as the enterprise one, that's the 4750.
I mean, the enterprise one even sounds enterprisey. The name of it, Sony SRH-S1. That is a, if that ain't an enterprise name, I don't know what it is. It's kind of crazy when you read it. But I'm excited. Here's the thing: we want more headsets in the space. I just want headsets that people can afford, so that we can
Yeah.
have real competition. There's nothing competing with the Quest at that price range, and we need more there. Even if it's a singular device, even if all you can do with it is 3D model and build or do motion capture, still we need it at a price structure that everyone can afford it. Now, what's going to happen, Joy, and what we're excited about is the lenses in these types of devices as they go up higher in density and better. The 4K goes down, the price goes down, and it makes it into Quest lines of devices. It makes it into maybe some other things we're going to talk about shortly, because there
Yeah.
is another company that's trying to make AR for all. And they made some huge announcements this week at CES. And so we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into that. Now, Sony, if you're listening, please send, as we will say for everything, send it our way. We would love to check it out and see what Zen, the XYN platform, is capable of doing. But XREAL is doing some huge, outrageous, amazing things. Joy, at CES, they made some real move shaker moments talking about they just partnered with AT&T. Now, if you remember, Joy, back in 2007, 2006, Steve Jobs came on stage with the iPhone and he said he was going to bring out this device. And who did he partner with? There was a company, I can't remember the name.
Yeah. AT&T.
He had partnered with AT&T. It was called
Yeah.
Singular at the time, but they became AT&T. So AT&T again is jumping on the train saying, wait a minute, XREAL is doing some big things. We want to sell these products online and in the store. And that's not all, Joy. What else is XREAL doing? I'm really
So
excited about that.
yeah, they have several different collaborations. So they're partnering with BMW.
Come
They're
on.
partnering with Google.
Come on.
They're partnering with Qualcomm, which is Snapdragon.
That's right.
They're partnering with the Bose, the headset, the speakers,
Mm-hmm.
T-Mobile,
That's right.
and AT&T.
That's right.
So
Now,
yeah.
now let's bring some clarity to all of those partnerships, because I think people need to understand some of those things have already come into fruition, like the Qualcomm Snapdragon partnership. We heard about what they're going to be doing with Android XR, which is really huge. That's the Google side and the Qualcomm side. But let's not forget the Beam Pro also has a Snapdragon processor in it to allow it to do some really cool things as well. As well as we know that the Bose is in the XREAL 1 series of glasses. So we have the Airs right here. We're going to be having the Pros real soon. And the point of that is that you're going to have better sound quality when you're listening to them straight from the glasses. So as you're walking or you're on an airplane, you'll just have better audio while you're watching the media that you're looking into. The AT&T and BMW thing just kind of came out of nowhere, along with the
Yeah.
T-Mobile piece, because the excitement, you guys might be questioning, why are you excited about some glasses that you're going to plug into your phone that allow you to view your media on a bigger screen? Well, first of all, you don't travel much, because that's something you would want to have with you all the time. Having something you can easily plug into a device to get it on a bigger scale. Maybe you want to work on your laptop, but you don't want to look down at that screen 15 inches, 14 inches. You want to look at it on a taller screen or ultra wide screen. That's what these glasses are capable of doing. Now, Joy, we would be remiss to not say this, but the excitement here is that if it's going to be easily accessible in stores, more people are going to be trained to talk about it.
Yes.
Which means AR really becomes a norm which
Yeah.
goes back to the mission of get them to the metaverse, making the
Yes.
extraordinary metaverse an ordinary part of life. Someone's going to walk into an AT&T store, they're going to be upselled. Oops, I said it. They're going to be told, oh yeah, while you're buying your new Samsung device, your new iPhone device, hey, do you travel much? Do you ever watch a ton of movies when you're on the go? Well, you might want to look at these XREAL glasses. Heck, they may be bundling them at some point. That would be really exciting to see.
Yeah, or if they're just walking around the store and someone may not come up to them and they just find it themselves, that's even better when they're curious to see what does this do and how is it AR and what is AR, and it just go down the rabbit hole. Because once you start to go down that rabbit hole of seeing and finding stuff out for yourself, you'll be like, oh my gosh, why haven't I known about this? So that is so exciting to see that more people are going to get exposed to this AR, VR, XR technology.
Absolutely, Joy. I couldn't have said it better myself. So XREAL is doing some major things, and like I said, we shout out the BMW piece. I think that's really cool, showing what will be good for drivers using this, as well as people who are passengers as well. So I'm sure we're going to see even more come from that partnership in the future. Now, Joy, we've talked about XREAL, Sony, Apple, Meta, and now there's companies, and we've talked about this since we started the show. Eventually we're going to start seeing mom and pop types headsets popping up, and well, this one took the CES floor by storm. Okay, it
Okay,
took over.
okay.
Everyone's been talking about the Vision Pro knockoff, which is it's kind of sad that that's the title that it's got. But this is from a company. It's for Play for Dream, and it seems to be an Android-based Vision Pro. Now, this is not Android XR. We have to make that very clear.
Mhm.
This is a company that took the Android OS, kind of crafted it and fragmented it the way it wanted to, like kind of curved and made it to where it wanted to be, and then reshaped it like a Vision Pro clone. Literally, some of the OS level things, like how the menu looks, is very, very similar to Vision Pro. It works with controllers. It has eye and face tracking. It has the
Wow.
XR2 Plus Gen 2, which is the chipset that's in some of these Android XR headsets. So it's already coming out the gate looking like a actually really good clone of a Vision Pro device, but for way cheaper,
I
Joy. So,
bet. I
so
bet the way cheaper it's like, okay, well,
it's
it's
coming in under $2,000. So
oh,
this Play for
okay.
Dream mixed reality device is coming in at under $2,000, and you're getting, now here's the thing, we had some people on the CES floor that we respect their opinions of, saying as they were looking at it, saying that hey, this thing is impressive. It's doing exactly, they're not faking, they're not lying, they're not making this up. This thing actually works for viewing media. It looks great
Yeah.
for Android applications and spatial. It looks great for watching spatial videos. It looks great. So I'm sitting here going, and I just saw a couple together sitting on the couch that looks like us, Joy. It looks like us sitting on the couch with our Vision Pros. Like, it's exciting to see that we have more coming into this space, and I'm hoping that not only do they get completely funded, I believe that they're doing some types of not a GoFundMe, but like a
It's like a
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter
Yeah, like a
program.
Kickstarter
Yeah,
trying to push
campaign.
for it to try to get it out there into more people's hands. I would love to get this in our hands. I know you would love to get it, to try this out, to see if
Yeah,
it
see the
actually
difference.
is and lives up to the speed. I want to put it next to the Vision Pro. One thing you can't take away from the Vision Pro is the lenses. One thing you can't take away is the
You got that.
clarity. Is the clarity. And this is what we meant, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, about the XR Renaissance. So much is going on in this space. It's this renewed revival interest in our space. And I'm so excited. Joy's excited to see what's coming from this. Um, all right, so that's the Play for Dream mixed reality headset. We're still not done, ladies and gentlemen. We still got one more piece of news that we need to break about what's happening in space. Joy, it feels like we've been talking about news for the last 30 minutes.
I know.
It's exciting though, because, talking about the XR Renaissance, there's other things that need to take place as well. We can't just have spatial applications. We can't just
Mhm.
have like new headsets. We need older technologies like PC gaming, flat gaming, 2D gaming to also be revolutionized and easier to use on these headsets as well. And well,
Yeah.
Nvidia once again at CES. Had some breaking news on that as well. Their GeForce Now streaming service that allows you to stream PC games to from the cloud to your Mac, to your iPhone, to your PC, etc. through a browser, through an application. Well, now they're saying they're about to make it compatible this month, not next month. This month, they're about to make it compatible with Apple Vision Pro, with Meta Quest, and with Pico devices, which means you'll be able to go to the browser on your native browser on Quest, your native browser on Pico, your native browser on Apple Vision Pro, pull up Nvidia Cloud Gaming. As long as you are subscribed to it and have the subscription, you'll be able to use this to play some of your favorite PC games on a beautiful, gorgeous 4K display in your device. Now, depending on what device you have, because of course we know the Vision Pro just has different lenses.
Yes, but this is like incredible to see that they're creating all of this in preparation of this renaissance that we're saying, that to make it less friction to access some of your favorite ways to play. And so, look, I'm here for it.
You here for a joy?
I'm here for it.
Listen, we play a lot of games, y'all. We've gotten really big into got back in our bag, let's just say that, of playing more games that just, even if they're not VR, we love to play them in headset. But even if they're not VR, we love to just get in sometimes and just play some flat games. Now, we do it a little bit different than most people. Most of the time we're in our headsets playing them because that's what we do. But we just love the technology and love what is happening, so that while we're on the go and we're on our business trip and we want to pull up a game that we really enjoy, we can just put on a headset, don't have to have the computer with us, and play the game right from the cloud. That's really the future we're living in, and that's the renaissance I want to be a part of. Absolutely.
Yep, let's go.
That's it. Well, let's go ahead and get into our apps of the week today. So, Joy, what is your app of the week?
So my app of the week is Partyverses.
Okay.
It is a super incredible, fun multiplayer game that you can just play with your friends and family, or from strangers. You could play with people from all across the world, and it feels like they are in the room next to you. Yes. And you play all these little mini games, and
hot potato.
You throw different things from each other's room, and you can see them play, and they can see you play. It's so cool. Like, we have a video on our channel, Getting Things Done, where we played this with I played it with Jay Dunn, and then also to Machete Coletti. There we go. Machete Coletti. And we had a ball. It was so much fun. And Jay Dunn cheated again with the hot potato, holding it until it was time to go off, and then throwing it in a spot where we couldn't reach it.
That is not true. Actually, it wasn't me. It wasn't me who threw it, actually. But hey, if you want to blame it on me, that's fine. Blame it on the new tech player. Anyway, listen, I'm excited. Partyverses is an incredible game. And yes, definitely check out the video on the channel. Listen, when we do those VR date nights, it's pure fun. It's not orchestrated fun. If you see us going at it, we're screaming and hollering. Believe us, our neighbors are hearing us. It's serious. It's not fake. And when the cameras are not rolling, we probably will go even harder. We try to tame it on the video. So go check it out. You gotta watch the hot potato battle between Joy and I. It's hilarious. You guys are gonna love it. Absolutely. So that's Joy's game. My game and app of the week is gonna be a little bit different, Joy. You might look at this and go, okay, what does this look like? I'm on a plane here. We are on a plane because I've been in Virtual Desktop. It's an application that's been on the Quest platform since since we've got on it way back in 2020, 2021. It's been there since that day. It was one of the first applications I bought. And what does it do? It allows you, at that time, it was the only way that you could play PC VR games wirelessly on the Quest. You had to use this particular application, which allowed you to connect to your PC. But not only play PC VR games, you could also play your Xbox games, your cloud games, your PC games, flat games through this method as well? Well, they
Mhm.
have these 3D environments, Joy. And you know how your boy loves the RGBs. You know how
Yes.
your man loves to be in his virtual space, just surrounded. Sometimes you want to leave where you're at and just be somewhere else. So they made a first class airplane kind of like a jet like little area where you could be sitting like as if you were on the first I don't know, I'm having issues saying the first class flight. Look,
There we
look,
go.
the first class flight. All right. And so having a good time on this first class flight, and you can be playing your games, and it's almost like the lighting and the ambiance pushes through and comes through. And it's so exciting playing your games that way and just kind of having the ambience noise of the flight while you're doing it. You can kind of look out the window, see the flight you're on. It's just so cool. So shout
No.
out to the developer Guy Golden doing some incredible things with virtual desktop and continuing to push the envelope forward. Now,
Uh-huh.
Joy, we got a new app of the week. And I'm not gonna mince words here. It's kind of stupid. Um, the app is
Okay.
literally called Stupid Cars. Now I think you will love this game, Joy. It also has mixed reality and it also allows you to play immerse, where you get to kind of do some traffic control of cars. You are now the true traffic control person to make sure that these cars get to their destination. Basically, the
Okay.
game says they're stupid cars because you got to direct their path, making sure they don't hit other cars as they get to where they're going. And it gets pretty frantic after a while as you watch the trailer here or the gameplay here. It'll begin to get really frantic where you have to make sure a whole lot of things are happening through turns, curves, etc. And if you don't, crashes happen and it gets all crazy and loopy. So it's not even an
Okay.
expensive game. I'm gonna say it's like $5.99 on the Quest Store. I love seeing more games come out that have a simpler mechanic but take time to master. And
Yeah.
so really excited to see games like this come out, and also making sure that they have a mixed reality thing because this is perfect for being in your room, having some vibes playing while you're just playing a game literally called Stupid
Stupid
Cars.
cars.
So I
Awesome.
absolutely love it. So yeah, that is our app news. That is our apps of the week. There's our breaking news segment. And now we're just gonna wrap it all up in this last segment when we talk about the year of XR Renaissance. Now, Joy, we've been doing this now for a while.
Hmm.
Um, it's one of those moments. I want to ask you a question here. This is my chance to interview you, if
Oh
you don't
God.
mind. I want to ask you, what do you think XR has been missing that you're beginning to see kind of come to fruition more this year?
I see that more people are getting interested in seeing what it is. They hear XR, like when we say we're XR evangelists and stuff like that, and people are more curious to see what is that? What are you doing? And for it to be manifesting through MetaQuest and all these different devices and these games and these developers are integrating it into their new games, it's like, yes, this
Yeah,
is what we've been wanting to see, how people can use that mixed reality game in their real life space and have it integrated seamlessly. That is the thing that's going to pull people in.
yeah, absolutely. I also think too, and I'll take the moment to put it on me. I also think too that what we've been missing for the longest time is just having the right amount and right type of devices. I think we've been
Yeah,
Quest 2 was good, but it wasn't good enough. And Quest 3 has finally hit the nail on the hit the nail in properly to say we have a device that can do both virtual reality really good and mixed reality really good, and
hmm,
now more devices can come follow that track record, follow that road, and take it to the next level. I think that's where we want to be with when it comes down to what's happening. And I'm seeing regular people. We just saw breaking news today. I was mentioning this earlier to you when we were talking that the highest grossing game console on Amazon for 2024 was the Quest 3S. Now we got to pause real quick. The Quest 3S came out in October. It did
yeah,
not come out at the beginning of the year. It came out at the end of the year, and it's the highest grossing, the highest paid, the top of the list, the most sold game console on Amazon for the entire year of 2024, beating Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and every
that's
other
incredible.
handheld. And so that should let us know that there is a renewed excitement around what VR is and what XR is. And I really think the thing we can thank for that is Quest 3. Because
Yeah.
and content creators, because making it look cool, making VR and XR be cool, and mixed reality, I think, is just that special sauce that just turns it all around. And so,
And the price point as well. You
say that,
cannot
Joy.
argue with the price point, because if you that parent trying to decide whether I'm going to get a PS5, a Xbox, or a Quest 3S, come on, the price point and the child will thoroughly enjoy it. And so, I mean, it speaks for itself with the price point being perfect.
Nah, Joy, I love the way you just did that. She said the price point. Mwah. You're 100% right. Being within that 300 $299 price range just really hits it on the head, especially when we had some of those sales before Christmas and Thanksgiving time. Like
And given the economy,
given the
we
economy,
can't even go. We're not even going there.
yeah, it's a lot there. And Joel, we was talking a lot about too that I think we're going to begin to see more creatives get into this space as well, which is going to make it more of a renaissance, because that's what a renaissance would be, when you have creative people begin to take these devices and do creative things. We're starting to see developers get outside of the normal shooting zombies or walls breaking around you, but like having things like walls of wonders, where you have these little miniatures flying around and things coming out of your wall, and like a growing ecosystem of things happening. We're seeing virtual pet sims coming. We're seeing people just go like the Gears and Goo on Apple Vision Pro, taking something that was a real-time strategy game and making it spatial and doing it in a different way. I think more creatives in that space is going to just take this thing farther this year. And of course, we would be crazy not to mention Android XR, companies like XREAL, driving that price down. Android XR working with more partners. Horizon OS with Meta working with more partners. Like everything we talked about in the breaking news segment is going to literally give us the rocket fuel we need to excite people again.
And have to. And have to flood the zone. I mean, I'm not trying to be a pessimistic person or anything like that, but if you follow the news and they're saying about these outbreaks of sicknesses going on and stuff, and saying that there may be another pandemic, we're hoping not. But if for any reason that we have to stay in the house, I mean, come on, having an XR device and being able to have those things, it's crucial, because it got us through the first one.
Yes, it did. We bought that right in 2020, right in the middle of it. And one of the things we never saw, and that's the crazy thing when I think about this, we never were people who were like, man, I want to buy this to escape. It was never an escape. However, we were in the house. There was nowhere to go. And so when we put the heads on and we go into something like Horizon Worlds, and then we see all these incredible buildings. And here's the thing. I thank you for this moment, Joy. Thank you for even mentioning that, because now you just opened the soapbox moment for me. Horizon Worlds, the thing that we loved and what people don't understand, we may have to cut this and make this a snippet. What we love about Horizon Worlds is the people. What we love about Horizon Worlds in the early days especially was that everyone had to build it with their own hands. There was no way to do any type of importing. There was no graphics. Everything you did had to be made with your hands or with 3 other people collaborating together in world.
And using your imagination.
Using your imagination, which is something that I think made Horizon just have that extra oomph and that magic, because you look at something, it looks like blocks, but you make it a cup. You make it and people might think, well, man, as adults, why would I do that? Sharpening that imagination allows you to be more creative than you could have ever imagined. And so absolutely. Corey Clark just came and said, thanks for tuning in, bro. You both are an inspiration to my wife and I. We are pastors and want to use VR and technology to grow the kingdom of God. Listen, I'm so glad you mentioned that. We have a video on our channel, Church in the Metaverse. Go take a look at that video. It's from like 2 years ago. When we first came in.
I have to update it.
When we first came in, there were so many things that we tried. We were like, man, should people be building churches in the Metaverse? Should it be different? Go and check that video out, because it's with a pastor of a church who at that time was building something in Horizon Worlds, was even live streaming their services into Horizon. And it was just the perspective they had about why they were doing it, even the people coming to the altar every week. I wanted to say, he said it was like 100 to 200 people a week coming to this virtual altar asking, what must I do to be saved? I think you guys will get a lot out of that, but we do say this a lot. Number one, we started this podcast, we started this show for people like y'all so that we can expose the technology and help people get into the metaverse with their faith, with their beliefs, and not discriminating, but just opening the door to have those conversations, Joy. Like,
Absolutely. And I see that he said, I believe you all could be VR coaches teaching us how to set up VR platforms, how to record, etc. Yes, we do offer that through our company, Onyx Leaf Media. And so if you're interested, we would love to set up a consultation with you. And we can have all that going. So again, it's Onyx Leaf, Leaf media.com, and fill out the form and we'll be in touch.
that's right. Definitely. We'll pin it also in the description of the video after we get off of the podcast, so you can have easier access to it as well. But thank you so much for tuning in. It means so much to us. Now, Joy, going back to the XR Renaissance, this is what we mean. More people being exposed to the technology. That's why we do this. That's what we wake up every day, because we fell in love so deeply with this technology and we care about it deeply. Trevor Mitchell just said, great show. Glad I was able to see y'all live, but I'll watch when I can. Hey, we appreciate that so much.
You.
Listen, it means so much to us when we have live audience in, but listen, we will be on here talking as if there's a million people watching us, because we don't look at the numbers, man. We're just excited about the platform. So thank y'all so much for tuning in live. But
yes, in the year of XR Renaissance, and again, more people getting exposed to this technology means that it can, again, we can even take it back in saying that this technology is revolutionizing every aspect of our lives. I'm not sure if you all saw this, but there was a judge who used a VR headset to be placed in the scene of a crime that they recreated in VR, and for the judge to give his decision on how this person who was charged should be charged, what he should be charged and sentenced with. And so for judges to be placed in the scene of the crime gives a whole new aspect, instead of the judge or anyone of the jury trying to imagine it. They can be placed in it by someone recreating it. And that is just mind-blowing.
Come on, say that, Joy. Yeah, it's mind-blowing. And it's the thing, we would have never started in 2020. In 2020, people were laughing at us with the VR headsets on. We were the laughing stock in 2020. Now we hot, they all on us. That's all I can say right now. Back then you didn't want us, now we hot, y'all on us. Okay, it's one of those moments where we get excited when we see regular people. Remember the mission of get them to the metaverse. Ordinary. Make the metaverse that's extraordinary, that seems like it's so far out, an ordinary part of life.
Yeah.
And so when we begin to see judges, like I said, using a Quest 2, he was not even using, I'm like, can we get the judge?
It was a Quest 2.
Can we get the judge? Listen, court systems, the country.
Come on, let's get at least a 3S. Come on now.
Zuck, send the country a few Quest 3s so we can send the judge out, the courthouses some Quest 3s. We need Quest 3s, but he could have been looking at in mixed reality while he was eating a sandwich. What's going on? I don't understand why there's such a problem there. But
hey, he used what he had.
Used what he had, and it was good enough for him to say, you know what, this technology is going to literally change everything. This technology is going to change everything. And I think this year we're going to see one huge landmark moment that's going to happen. Something like that, where it's going to be a part of something bigger. We've been seeing that with Ray-Bans. We've been seeing Ray-Bans everywhere. So my excitement is
and it even got bad press. And during the unfortunate tragedy that happened in New Orleans. Yeah. But I mean, hey, press is press. You know they say.
Lord. See, Joe, we gotta get Joy off of here. Joy say, there ain't no such thing as bad news.
Everybody was talking about Ray-Bans. And Daddy had it on. They said it.
But this is the thing. He would, use the Ray-Bans to do things, but however, this also proves the technology works today. Yeah. Okay? So this is a sad thing. While people are using the technology, Thank you. This is the perfect way to turn this into something positive. When people use technology for bad, it's
Come on.
because good people are not using it. We're not exposed.
Are not
We don't understand it. We
being,
don't
yeah,
comprehend it. We're not exposed to it. So,
there we
like
go.
the pastors who was in here earlier talking about using the technology, one of the biggest things we want to see is people who have the right heart gesture. Whether you're a pastor,
Yep.
whether you're a social worker, whether you are someone who's trying to get into mental health, whether you're trying to get into physical health. Shout out to Kalia in the building who has been
Yeah.
using VR headsets for those types of things, for fitness and things like that. This technology is supposed to be for everybody.
Everybody.
I'm gonna be on my soapbox tonight, okay? We're gonna use this moment for the soapbox. We got 8 minutes left. This technology is for everybody, but we're gonna, if we don't get exposed to it early, what you don't know will hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
And if the bad people are using it for bad, the good people should be
Need to
using
use
it
it for
for
good.
good. And it needs to be
Absolutely.
more of us doing good things with it than those with bad things. Let me tell you what happens if not. Go ahead, Joy.
Oh, go ahead. Oh no, I think
no. You go ahead, Joy. You sit on your set. You get on your
because
thing. Good.
this is the thing. If all the bad people uses it, then after it's going to be associated with bad, and it's like this stuff can be used for good. There's more good that can be used for it. So I mean, absolutely, I agree 100% what you were saying, Jay Dunn, that more people need to use this for good and showcase it. I don't think that Judge got as much press as he should have gotten.
Come on.
For using it. You know,
say that.
You kind of had to dig it up, and if you saw, you saw, and if you probably in the XR VR space, you probably ran across it, but I don't think that they advertised it and showed it as much to the general public to let them know that this technology is being used.
They just proved that that type of technology is going to change everything. You know, and so for me, you know, we've been preaching this for years, like saying, guys, school systems are going to change. When it was shout out to Jose, that's what Reboot Imagine does. They literally are out in school systems getting headsets in the building for these kids to learn. I wish we had this type of technology. We had them freaking PCs with the lock and key on them that could barely go to AOL.com and Yahoo because they was blocking everything. All right, you remember, Joy? You try to download an image and it took 20 minutes to download the image. Now these kids can put a Quest 3S on and be in space. You don't have to learn about Neil Armstrong. You don't have to learn about the moon.
I'm taking it all the way back. We had the Oregon Trail. That's the only thing.
Oregon. Oh my God.
Trail.
Oh, what about shout out? Okay, in the building. What about Math Blasters?
Math Blasters and stuff. Man,
Math Blasters. Listen, I'm trying to see it. Thank you, Brandon B. Says salute to y'all, and we also got a super chat from Alan Peters saying, lemon character moving. Oh, wait. I'm guessing it's like a heart.
It's an emoji.
It's an emoji. Hey, we see the lemon head dancing. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. We mean it so much. But like literally, like we are excited. We're driven. We're motivated. You see the fire in our eyes. It's like we don't just have a second wind, Joy. We over here can do a whole nother hour because people don't understand how excited we are to see the Quest 2, even though we were upset it was a Quest 2 in this hand, because we live in the South.
Mm-hmm.
We live in the South where everything is back on Windows XP right now. Okay, we just got from Windows XP to Windows 7. I kid you not.
Jeez.
People are just getting to Windows 7 in the state. They were on Windows XP. The state workers just got Windows 7. You want to laugh at something? Windows 10 is about to be obsolete in 2025 of October 14th. Don't ask me how I know the date. October 14th, 2025. Windows 10 is over. You got to be on Windows 11. They're on Windows 7.
My God.
Okay.
Today.
And that's in the South. We're still trying to get people to expose themselves or not expose themselves, but get more exposed.
Oh my God!
No,
come on, Jay Dunn.
They already they already exposing themselves on OnlyFans. That's not the problem. We're talking about being exposed to VR. They're not even exposed to the latest of Windows PC power. They're not even exposed yet to what these things can do. And we're showing people you can put a Quest 3S on for $299 and remove every monitor in your room while connecting to your Windows PC and have displays bigger than you need. Now, of course, the problem comes in. The problem comes in where we begin to talk about, well, how do I watch it with my friends? How do I get to, me and my wife are in the same house together. Get 2 Quests. Put some Quests on and have a movie night. Joy, I'm going to take it off of you because I don't want them to be laughing at you. Get 2 Quests and freaking do a movie night. Me and Joy have had some of the best movie nights in our headsets, okay?
In the comfort of your own home.
In the comfort of your own home. You get your popcorn, and look, you say, well, man, how am I going to do that and I can't see because you ain't got a Quest 3? Get you a Quest 3. Be in mixed reality. What are you doing? Be in mixed reality. Put the screen up. You can actually share a YouTube channel. So when you watch some of your favorite YouTube content creators, you could also be watching it in the headset with 8 other people in your home space.
And if you don't know how to do it, we have a video to show you how to do it.
I mean, we're going to keep plugging it. All right? Like, it's the excitement is there. You guys don't understand how much we love this technology. How we wake up every day going VR. I saw Kalia say earlier, this year is the year for VR. She could feel it. Absolutely. He said, dang, Windows 7.
And I see Kalia said, we got Kaisnet, the biggest streamer,
playing VR games. Yeah. Oh, let's do this real quick because it's important. Meta, you need to be getting him a Quest 3. He's going to be playing all the Batman games. I did not see Batman Arkham Shadow on there. So, Zuck, Boz, please, if you're listening, Meta team, if you're listening, please, let's get this guy a Quest 3 for free. Let's sponsor his thing. Let's make sure to make it happen. Because
they send it out to everybody. They need to send it out to the right ones.
Yeah, Kai playing Batman Arkham Shadow is going to do more for VR than what we've done prior to, all of us. That's a lot that can happen there. I just gotta say it. I mean, they're not gonna shoot us down. We doing pretty good. But we excited about it. Corey Clark said we would spend an hour downloading and get stopped because your mother had to use the phone. And look,
that part.
And kids today can stream a movie in 5 seconds.
They don't understand the struggle.
They don't understand the struggle. Everybody laughing at us in the chat. Everybody laughing at us in the chat. So I'm wanting Alan Peter said I work from home doing application design and I use the Quest 3S. That's what I'm saying. People do not understand. So you know what this tells me, Joy? We gotta go back to the basics. Because we gotta have a come to Mark meeting, okay? We coming
to Mark, come to XR. There we go.
Come to XR meeting, okay? There we go. I love that.
Look, it don't matter what headset you on, as long as you come.
Because see, Pico has their way of doing it. MetaQuest has their way of doing it. Vision Pro has his way of doing it. XREAL glasses is another way that you could do it as well. Look, I'm gonna just shout this out. Even stuff like this, you know, we bringing retro back, but let me say we're bringing it back better, okay? I play my retro games in a big screen on Quest. I play them on my Vision Pro. These are the types of things that people don't understand, and we're going to continue to expose that on the show. Joy, my energy level is through the roof. I'm about to run through a wall because people don't understand. They don't just lit us up in this because they don't understand how much and how excited we are. XR Renaissance year. This is what this year is going to be. I don't want to hear nothing else from anybody else. It's going to be a year. In fact, I'm gonna put some confetti up in a second because people don't understand how excited we are. Look, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get some confetti in here. We need some fireworks. We need some fireworks. The year of XR, okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. All right, Joy. So let's wrap this up because we could go all night. What you got to say to the people?
Look, everybody, get ready for a phenomenal year with XR. It is super exciting. Like, again, what we said before, we're going to be showing you how you can use this technology in everyday life. But look, you know this is the place where you find all the littiest XR, VR news and happenings. So y'all stay tuned. And thank you for rocking with us. Jay Dunn, what you have to say?
Listen, man, I'm over here about to run through a wall for XR. Excited about what we talking about. This is what me and Joy wake up every day thinking. How can we expose more people to the metaverse? How we can get more people into XR? And this year, not only is Jay Dunn, Joy Rain, people like Kalia that's in the chat, other content creators out there, we're going to be exposing the technology, but not just us, the big manufacturers, the big companies, everybody who's talking about it and trying to bring it to the next level. Listen, this has been a phenomenal show. Corey Clark, we appreciate appreciate you.
Corey, thank you again.
Another super chat. We thank you so much. We don't ever ask for these, but it's always a blessing to see. Listen, we're gonna be back this week with another incredible episode 50.
Episode 50
to the Metaverse with a special guest. You guys don't want to miss it. We don't want to break the news right now, but let me tell you, it's going to be amazing. Listen, it's been a wonderful night. You've been a wonderful cast of people. Audience cast of people. Look, I'm thinking about Oregon Trail and Math Blasters. We going to holler at y'all. Let's get up to the Metaverse.
Peace.